Let's try this again. It's tax time, the happiest time of the year.
Y'all, I checked my damn bank account this morning. Tell me why my taxes did hit. My taxes, they hit. My taxes. Whoa, my taxes, they in the direct deposit hit. Y'all, I'm itching. I knew I felt good today for some reason. My taxes didn't hit. Y'all see that? That's a dependent. My taxes. Yeah.
You need to relax.
Somebody just got their taxes. Let's get into tax season 2025. What it look like, TV?
I am back. What it do, baby?
YouTube's own Varnell Hill.
Did ya miss me?
Your very own spokesman for the Insidians. We're inside and we're comfortable.
They're so comfortable.
And I'm back with another one. And we're going to dig back into tax season 2025, y'all, because it's still shocking to me how many people don't know how the system actually works. And there's a lot of people out there that's wondering why they got the return that they got, because in their mind, they should be getting a whole lot more.
Let me just say, okay, I'm sick and tired of having to pay taxes throughout the year. And then when it's time to file your taxes, I don't get nothing. I owe $2. What do you mean I owe $2? What do you mean I owe $11? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Because I work all year long and then I pay my taxes, I pay everything, and then I owe again?
Correct.
Oh no. Because literally, one year I got a return of like over $1,000, and then now all of a sudden, I have my own apartment. I pay for everything. What do you mean? And I owe $2? Oh no, nope. It just makes me so mad because it's like, why do I still owe? Like, I don't even own a home. Like, I rent. What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm confused. I'm like pissed.
Pay up, girl.
So you're telling me that I make under $35K in a year, and when it's time to do my taxes, and taxes have already been taken out of my paycheck, and I'm paying taxes on groceries, and I'm paying taxes on gas, and I'm paying taxes out of my asshole, that I still owe the government money? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Pay me my money.
Let me tell y'all something. I am sick of busting my ass working all the time. Don't get city taxes taken out because my jobs don't do that. And then when I file my taxes, oh, you owe $500. Like, why? Y'all don't do y'all don't fix and y'all got my office stealing. So why do I gotta pay? Answer me that.
I'm proud to be an American and all that, but in no way am I some type of government cheerleader. But I can say I just want all us Americans to remember that this is one of the few continents on the planet that you can drive from ocean to ocean, from one side of the continent to the other side of the continent, and be safe all the way there. That's just something for y'all to think about when y'all be bashing, talking about the government don't do nothing and this, that, and the other. America is a very safe place to live, and safety costs money. Just something to think about.
So I got my tax return back, and I owe money. How the fuck do I owe money? I take 0 deductions every month, like on my taxes when I get my paycheck. It takes it immediately out. So what do you mean I owe? I've been paying this entire year. I don't understand that. Can someone please explain that to me? I'm so pissed.
I totally understand being upset about having to pay in, but to act as if you don't know why you're paying in,
How did this happen?
to me is a little bit crazy, especially if you're a functioning adult. Basic answer is you didn't pay enough taxes.
Beautiful, lovely taxes.
And it's a lot of people out here that's playing games with the IRS. The IRS has been sending out a lot of communication to people, which people are just choosing to ignore. Then they get upset when these tax returns get yanked.
Who collected California EDD pandemic unemployment assistance. This is extremely important. California EDD recently issued 1.4 million notices to previous PUA claimants who are no longer collecting. Those claimants are required to submit additional documents verifying their work history prior to being unemployed. If claimants fail to submit the requested documentation, even if they did not receive notification of this, then the EDD will issue an overpayment on those benefits and you will have to pay them back plus interest and a penalty. Please make sure that if you collected unemployment benefits that you log into your dashboard, check for the upload documents notification, and please immediately upload those documents to avoid having to pay back your benefits.
In October of this year, the Employment Security Department sent approximately 26,000 people this notice. According to ESD, these notices were generated because the federal government required the state to switch many people from federal pandemic unemployment assistance to this regular state unemployment program. However, by calling it a potential new claim alert, which is incredibly vague and not urgent sounding at all, only half of the 26,000 people who were sent this notice actually replied. Many people can avoid repayment or resume suspended benefits simply by starting a new claim with ESD. Not everyone affected can solve the problem so simply. That's because PUA benefits are larger than regular state unemployment benefits, so claimants could be responsible for paying back the difference between the two. If you didn't reply to this notice in time, you're probably receiving overpayment notices now. But you can still appeal. I'm working on a part 2 of this video that'll have general recommendations for people receiving overpayment notices.
Like I told y'all in the last video, it's nothing like that feeling of surprisingly having your tax return taken. But 9 times out of 10, you knew it was about to happen.
I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
That's why these people in these next couple of videos, it's kind of hard to feel sorry for them.
Okay, so put a finger down if you applied for PUA because you actually was working, lost your job because of COVID, and filed PUA. You didn't lie, you didn't do anything like that. You filed the regular days that you were approved to file just for half the price because you were working part-time, whatever the case may be, and you get all your money, things like that. And then June of 2022, when you stopped filing 9/4/21, they sent you something saying that you owe $37,000 in taxes, and if you don't pay it, then all your wages and things will be taken.
On another note, I just found out my taxes got taken by the IRS. And I'm all up in my feelings about it. You know when you have stuff planned out, you think you have stuff planned out, and God is like, no, this ain't God. Y'all, I don't know what to do, what I'm gonna do. If y'all can just, I'm in the 10,000 program. If y'all can just stay and watch this video, well, you know, that is crazy. Payment plan and everything, and they still took them. I feel like crap. But this was, like, I just found this out. This is not why I posted the video before this one. Say a prayer for me.
We got to pray just to make it today.
What the f is this? You motherfuckers!
Can I help you, sir?
Yes, what is this? Huh? This is whack! I can't get jiggy with this. Where's your damn manager, that pink motherfucker?
The manager's not here. I'm running the store right now, sir.
You look like that player head. Give me my damn money back right now, and I don't have no damn receipt.
Almost $30,000. $30,000 Philip Daniel isn't getting from Dieter, but money they want him to pay them.
When I applied, they gave me the money, so I assumed, okay, everything's good.
What did you have to prove to them?
I gave them a tax return.
He says within weeks, he was receiving a few $100s to get by.
Living expenses, rent, food.
But it's not like you were out buying a car.
No, absolutely not.
But then the emails started.
At that point, I thought it was either a glitch in the system or a scam.
It wasn't a scam, but a demand. Daniel is one of tens of thousands of Nevadans who now owe money back. Chris Sewell is Dieter's new director, brought in under Governor Joe Lombardo.
We're in a lot better shape than we were a few years ago. I think everyone understands that.
As employees work to get people money, a whole other team is fielding calls from people like Daniel trying to keep the money they have. The 8 News Now investigators learning the department sent out more than 84,000 PUA overpayment notices. PUA, or PUA, Pandemic Unemployment Assistance, was a federal program enabling states to give benefits to the self-employed or gig workers.
Do you understand the frustration from people who feel like they weren't listened to for so many months, and then they finally get a paycheck and it's wrong?
I understand the frustration of that. I understand the frustration of not being paid timely.
Cut the show. I'm done. Take me off. Take me off. Cut the show. I'm done.
Can you make that commitment for him?
No.
Can you make that
No, I don't want it.
I came here.
I do not want it.
You could be in trouble with the IRS for a plethora of reasons. A lot of them have nothing to do with you. It could be their own mistake. That's why I constantly preach it's best not to take nothing from these people or have limited to do with these people, because a lot of times they mess up.
Hold the f on. You guys are not going to believe this situation. So those of you who've been around since about February, remember when I got that letter from Nevada Unemployment that was like, hey, you lied. You have to pay us $25,000 back, right? From the pandemic unemployment because I was no longer working. And I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I didn't lie. Hold the f on. And I went through and filed the appeal. Well, I had my hearing. They are accusing me of fraud because they, get this, said I worked while I was claiming unemployment, because one of the jobs that I worked in March of 2020 submitted information saying they paid me in the fourth quarter of 2020, which is October to December for those who don't know. Last I checked, March, October, December, very different months. So at the end of the hearing, the lady says, if you cannot prove that you were not working for Diamond International while you were filing for unemployment, because you don't have an income anymore, you get to go to federal prison for committing perjury. I'm gonna let you guys in on a secret. I would prefer not to go to prison. So the next phone call I made was to my mother, freaking out. And then after that, I called Diamond International HR. Apparently, Diamond International has been bought out by Hilton. The very nice HR lady picks up the phone and I said, hey, look, I worked there for 1 day in March. See, I was hired March 13th. I went to orientation March 14th. And on March 15th, they sent us a letter that said they were furloughing us because of the pandemic. And then on March 20th, they sent us another letter that said, hey, we're laying everybody off because of the pandemic. I got paid $39 for my single day of work. Why did you guys submit that you paid me $263 at the end of 2020? So she pulls it up in her system, and you guys are not gonna f***ing believe this. In December, at the end of the year, Diamond International pays out accrued vacation time. And somehow, they had it listed that I accrued 21 hours of vacation time. I was only employed for 8 hours. How the f*** did I earn 21 hours of vacation time? But they paid that out in December. So now I'm waiting for a confirmation email or a phone call to get some kind of documentation to turn this into unemployment so that I don't go to prison over vacation time I didn't earn or get paid for. Like, are you f***ing kidding me?
And then, like always, it's the people on TikTok that's flaunting their tax money and rubbing it in taxpayers' faces, because some of these tax returns that they're talking about are simply unbelievable if you ask me.
Guys, I am so happy to say that I made it back home. I am so excited. I didn't think that I was gonna make it over here. All right, so I know everybody's question is gonna be like, what happened with the debt? Are you gonna pay the debt? Like, are you still on the run? I'm not on the run. And I just came to an agreement that I'm gonna pay off my EBT $27,000 debt with my taxes. So every year I get roughly around $38,000 to $40,000 on my tax return. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let them take the $27,000 from that.
That's nice of you.
And I know everybody's gonna be like, how do you get 40 grand? Like, that's bull. Yes, I have my 7 kids and my 9 grandkids that I do claim on my taxes. So my daughter is not allowed to claim them. I told her that as long as she's living here, I'm gonna claim even the ones that I don't have custody of. So I had a great trip. You know, I met some beautiful people. But yeah, I'm home. I'm home for good. Until I do something else that maybe, you know, I'm gonna have to try to flee again. But for the most part, I'm here for good.
So my sister's getting investigated by the IRS, guys, okay? She did her tax refund, so did I. And she's only getting back $25,000 back. She usually gets about $40,000. Super ungrateful, I'm telling you. I wish I would have gotten $40,000, okay? I wish I could get $40,000, but I only got $20,000 back.
Is that it?
So now she's complaining that all this investigation from the IRS, all this stuff that she got less money, it's because of me. How is that my fault? Explain that to me, okay? That's not my fault that you're getting the IRS behind your back now and that you're only getting $25,000. Do you know how many people wish they could get 20, even 20 like me? I'm pretty sure. But whatever. It is what it is. Good luck. Do not blame me, okay, for your behavior here on TikTok and people reporting you, because it could have been someone else. It does not necessarily have to be me. You keep blaming me for everything. So good luck.
Now this is where I'm going to need help from the community. All my tax professionals, get down in the comments section and let us know, is this even possible? Because a lot of these numbers are seeming ridiculously stupid. But like I said, if you give them enough time to talk, they tell on themselves. And in a lot of instances, they make themselves look really bad, because when you see posts like this, what are you supposed to think, honestly?
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
The fact that they give you something to live for, and their love is just so unconditional. You know,
I'm no tax professional, but that looked like $30,000 worth of children. Hit us up in the comment section and let us know if it's $5,000 per child, actually, because a lot of people are showing up with receipts for these large returns, and they're pretty much showing us their deposits.
All right, y'all, I just received my federal taxes, and in total I received about $16,064 from the government. I don't know.
Damn.
What am I going to be doing with this money? The answer is nothing. I paid for everything I needed to pay for with my state. I have about $2,000 and something on top of what I already had in my checkers account. $10,000 will be joining my savings account, and $664 will be joining my checkers account. So, yeah. With the money in my checkers account, I will be paying for stuff for my new baby. I'm pregnant. I'm expecting a boy pretty soon, so I will be preparing for him. The stuff for him on 4Moms is $784. The stuff on my Amazon cart is $372. His stroller, I'm waiting for it to go on a sale. So I'm probably going to buy that next time I get paid from my job. But anyways, thanks for doing taxes with me. This video is for pure transparency because I literally don't care. This is money. This is a number. Who cares?
How many people out there ever got a $16,000 income tax return? I never even got a $6,000 income tax return. Man, I'll take a $600 tax return this year if I could. $16,000?
Opulence. I has it.
But a major reason right now that a lot of people are having problems with the IRS is with this rise of social media, these TikToks and all these ways people are making very, very fast money. Because the money is coming in and people are not putting money aside for their taxes.
So your girl owed $45,000 in taxes.
Oh, damn.
And it's so funny because we see all these creators on here telling y'all to get products and do all this other stuff, but nobody really talk about like their taxes and stuff. And I know that I'm out here saying it to y'all, but I know a lot of women went through the same exact thing and is going through the same exact thing, but they're just not going to put it out here because they want to act like they knew how to run a business and had it all together. And I'm pretty sure they didn't, because TikTok money is unexpected and was unprecedented for a lot of us, like the wave in general. So last year, for the last 2-3 years, I've been doing TikTok, been going live and stuff, having a lot of mornings where I'm waking up and I'm making $2,000 or $3,000 from going live in a day. A lot of months where I'm making $30,000, $40,000 just selling products, doing services. And I tallied up, my tax person tallied it up for the end of the year, and I get to, let's just say I'm over $250,000. And of course, no one tells me about the things that you need to do to give you tax breaks, like, go to the thrift stores and stuff like this. There's so much stuff. Open up these different accounts. I got taxes taken off because of my cars, but it was just little stuff like that I didn't know about. So once she really got everything done, she gave me the total. It was like $45,000 and like $3,000 or $4,000 to state or federal, one of them. I don't really know, but I was just sitting there looking like, oh my God, like this is crazy, because I didn't put the money aside. Now, granted, I had money saved and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just pay half. And then I put on a payment plan for the rest. But this is just to tell y'all, when y'all get into this social media, put y'all money to the side. Put y'all money to the side and really seek legal consultation on managing it and what you should be doing to get tax breaks.
If you are in the content creation, put them taxes aside. Don't mess up on the taxes on this fast money. And if you're not in content creation yet, if you have watched this video to this point and you still watching me and I can't talk, then you could do this too. But anyway, it's a lot of people also that's in little tax problems right now because they wanted to do protests with their taxes. And it's not working out in their favor right now.
Anyone remember that trend in the middle of the year we decided, hey, we're not paying taxes?
Oh, hell, Ricky, I was high when I said that.
Did you know, this is a good thing to learn, a tax warrant? A tax warrant. If you do not pay your taxes, you will get a tax warrant. Do I know personally? Not gonna say. Trend was great. We were all gonna do it all together, all at once. All of our money was going over to Ukraine and this and that. And we were like, yeah, we're not gonna pay taxes this year.
Who said that? Who said that?
Well, some of us changed our mind after a tax warrant decided, you know what? Tax warrant it is. I think I'm going to pay those taxes.
I seriously hope to God that was not the actual plan. Please tell me y'all had a better plan than that, because these tax warrants are real. Y'all remember Wesley Snipes?
Shut your anorexic, malnutrition, tapeworm having, overdose, Dick Gregory, Bahamian diet drinking ass up.
These tax warrants are real. You will go to jail. She keep playing around with the IRS, she gonna end up like this lady right here.
Update now on the queen of tax fraud. She stole millions from taxpayers, blew it on parties, cars, and TVs, and then bragged about it in pictures like this on Facebook. Well, she's paying for it now. Fox 13's Gloria Gomez was there when she was sentenced today. What happened, Gloria?
Well, keep in mind that Wilson actually pled guilty to tax fraud back in April, and she thought the judge would cut her some slack, but the judge had other plans.
Showing deep regret,
the self-proclaimed queen of tax fraud, apologized to the judge, her victims, and her family for the poor decisions she's made in her life. Rashia Wilson pleaded guilty to tax fraud in April, and at her sentencing today, her defense attorney asked for a more lenient sentence. He called a psychologist to the stand who said Wilson was bipolar and explained her troubled past, starting at birth.
If you weren't aware of her mental health history, you weren't aware that her mother gave birth to her while on crack cocaine, you weren't aware that she was forced to essentially become an adult at age 12, that she had her first child at age 14, that she often didn't know where she was going to sleep at night.
But the government reminded the judge, Wilson, who had a 6th grade education, was able to rip off taxpayers out of millions of dollars. She did it, they say, by filing bogus tax returns, even as she collected food stamps. She blew it on jewelry, cars, and trips, and bragged about it on Facebook, where she even challenged police to arrest her. And they did in September of last year. After 2 hours of arguments in a packed courtroom filled with Wilson's family, the judge showed no mercy and slapped Wilson with 21 years in prison. The judge said Wilson knew right from wrong and in a calculated manner stole over $3 million from the government. Wilson's uncle was deeply disappointed, but accepted the tough sentence.
She was just really interested in her family, you know, doing good by them, but she broke the law. I feel bad for her. 28 years is a long time.
Now, I can tell you that Wilson's family members were in court, including her children, and she asked the judge if she could just hug them one last time before she went off to prison. The judge said no. The U.S. Marshals would not allow it. They can't break the rules for her. So another crushing blow to her as she went off to prison. Back to you.
And, you know, with that kind of sentence, it really does send a message, too. Thank you very much.
Message!
Sooner or later, the IRS will catch up to you. 9 times out of 10, it's sooner. But if it's later, they're going to get you either which way, whether it's sooner or later. But I'm going to do something right now that no other YouTuber can do for you right now on YouTube. Is I'm going to give you a sneak peek into my video for the 2026 tax season. Because right now they're telling on themselves. They're telling on themselves right now on how they're getting ridiculously big returns. So next year, I'll have the full story for you on this Cash App scheme that they're pulling right now.
I should have never did it. Well, I don't really think I should have never did it. I don't know what I think.
One thing for certain, nobody is doing any crime or anything shady in 2025 without coming online and telling on themselves.
Look at me!
So they're scamming through Cash App some way right now, and we're going to figure it out. It's all going to shake its way out over the course of the year. They're going to tell every detail, and I'm going to bring it to y'all. But anyway, we done made it to the end of this video. Hit me up in the comment section. Tell me about how you feel about everything you just witnessed.
Tell me how you felt about what just happened there.
And if you done made it to this point in the video, you are my MVP.
It was a stone groove, my man.
I'm out of here.